Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. The Trump administration is hosting top executives from major artificial intelligence companies at the White House on Tuesday to discuss a proposed voluntary framework for evaluating AI models. According to reports cited by UPI, officials are meeting with leadership from Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google to address how the government might oversee emerging technology. This initiative follows an executive order issued by President Donald Trump in June. The proposed program would potentially grant federal authorities early access to new AI models for up to 30 days prior to their release, allowing the government to assess potential risks. While the administration has largely maintained a hands-off approach, concerns regarding the performance of foreign-developed models and potential security threats have prompted a shift in strategy. The administration's plan excludes mandatory federal licensing, favoring instead a collaborative process with industry partners. The meeting serves as a platform for these technology firms to provide direct feedback on the government's approach to AI oversight. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has announced an immediate pause on all new data center developments in the state. According to TechCrunch, this decision comes in response to an overwhelming surge in grid connection requests, with the state's grid operator, ERCOT, currently tracking 474 gigawatts of new proposed projects. About 90% of these requests are for data centers, a volume that represents over 5 times the state's current peak electricity demand. Governor Abbott has ordered the Public Utility Commission of Texas, PUCT, and ERCOT to conduct comprehensive audits of all proposed projects. The state is demanding detailed information from developers, including data on electricity and water usage, light and noise mitigation, ownership details, and the use of government tax incentives. While Texas has historically maintained a business-friendly, lightly regulated environment that attracted significant tech investment, the rapid expansion of power-hungry data centers has raised concerns about grid stability and rising energy costs. This move marks a pivot towards stricter state oversight to ensure that infrastructure development does not compromise the reliability of the Texas power grid. Qatar is continuing its role as a key mediator in the ongoing regional crisis, with Foreign Ministry spokesman Dr. Maj al-Ansari confirming that indirect talks are actively underway. According to Al Jazeera, these diplomatic efforts are focused on 3 primary objectives: preventing further regional escalation, ensuring the reopening of the vital Strait of Hormuz, and reviving stalled diplomacy between the United States and Iran. The ongoing tensions in the region have necessitated persistent communication channels, which Qatar continues to facilitate. These discussions remain critical as international actors seek to stabilize the area and address the impact of recent conflicts on global maritime commerce and geopolitical stability. Further updates on these negotiations are expected as diplomatic activities continue. According to Lin Xiaobao, Japan has released its 2026 Defense White Paper, the longest in its history at 598 pages. The document identifies China as Japan's most concerning and greatest strategic challenge, citing the expansion of Chinese aircraft carrier operations and broader military cooperation between China, Russia, and North Korea as major regional risks. Japanese Defense Minister Shinjiro Koizumi described the current security environment as the most severe since the end of World War II. The White Paper advocates for a fundamental military transformation, focusing on strengthening anti-missile capabilities, unmanned defense systems, and cross-domain operational functions. It also emphasizes the importance of defense innovation and industrial cooperation with allies. Local media reports suggest the document serves to justify Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's policy of significantly increasing defense spending to reach 2% of GDP. China has formally opposed the report, with its defense spokesperson criticizing the document for promoting a China threat narrative to justify Japan's own military expansion. More than 25 U.S. states have joined forces to file a lawsuit in the U.S. Court of International Trade, aiming to block new tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump. The tariffs, which affect 60 trading partners including Canada, range between 10 and 12.5%. The administration justifies the move by citing concerns over the use of forced labor in these countries. Under Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974, however, as reported by Global News, the coalition of Democrat-led states argues that these measures are a pretext. They contend that the tariffs were designed to replace a previously expired global tariff policy, and that the president has exceeded his statutory authority. Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield stated that the administration is inflicting unnecessary chaos on businesses and families. The White House, via spokesperson Kush Desai, maintains that the tariffs are a durable legal tool to address unfair practices. This litigation follows earlier legal challenges from American small businesses, highlighting significant domestic and international opposition to the administration's trade policy. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.